I heard God say, get ready for what you pray for. And don't be concerned with how long it's been since you prayed. Shift your mindset from waiting to expecting. Get it in your mind that it's already done, and now you're just expecting the manifestation to take place in your life. So you don't have to wait to see it. You can praise God in advance. 1 John chapter 5 verse 14. It says, "Now this is the confidence that we have, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And we know that if he hears us, we have the petitions of what we ask for." So God's will is in his word. So if you have found it in the word, or God showed it to you or told you something about your life, then it shall manifest in your life. And what you must always remember is that God does not just answer prayers, God also prepares you to receive the prayer. So depending on what it is, there may be some preparation that has to take place. Yes, there's a certain level of faith involved and a few more things, but there may also be some preparation necessary. I'll give you some examples. So say you're believing for a job. Now, with that job, you may have to learn a new skill. There may be different tasks that you have to do. Of course, being there on time, so forth and so on. Or say you're believing for a promotion, but with the promotion comes more responsibility. Or maybe you're believing for a spouse. Now, with a spouse, there could be some character issues that need to be worked on. Maybe God is cleaning up an attitude problem or getting rid of selfishness out of you. Things of that nature. Something that could hinder, or better yet, cause you to lose the blessing that God gives you. God is not in the business of blessing you with something just to lose it. So understand, yes, it's a level of faith involved. Understand, yes, it's important that you speak in line with what you are believing for. And don't speak against it, because your words have creative power. So speak life. Water what you are believing for with the word. Don't speak negatively against it. But also remember that God also prepares. He prepares you to receive it. Enlarging your coast, enlarging your territory, so that when it actually comes, you can enjoy the blessing that God has bestowed upon you. So don't allow discouragement to set in. When you pray and you've received it, understand now you're in something called the good fight of faith. That no matter what it looks like in the natural, no matter what you feel, that you're not going to let it go. And sometimes there's certain things that may happen that's trying to get you to let it go. Have you ever prayed for something and then almost immediately the situation got worse? You may have prayed about a certain situation or prayed for something, and after you prayed, it's almost like the situation got worse. That's why. That's because your prayer was effective, and now your prayer is in motion. Your prayer is manifesting. There are some things lining up in the heavenlies. There are some things going on in the spirit realm. And The enemy may throw certain things at you to try to get you to shake your faith, to try to get you to drop it, to try to get you to speak something negatively over your life. He's a deceiver. So he'll put pressure on you. That's why it's important that you know the word, you understand the word, and you fill your heart with the word. Because when the pressure's on, that's what's going to come out of your mouth. If you're speaking discouragement, if you're speaking this will never happen, that's what's going to come out of your mouth. But if you believed when you pray and you have the word, then you're going to confess that word and stand on that word and just thank God in advance, no matter what it looks like. And it's all kind of stories in the Bible about this. Remember, Joseph had a dream of being a ruler, but look at all the things that Joseph went through. But Joseph never spoke negatively. He never spoke negatively about his own brothers that betrayed him, sold him into slavery. He never spoke negatively about Mrs. Potiphar, who lied on him, falsely accused him of sexual misconduct, things of that nature. Even when he was in jail, he kept his joy. How could he do that? The reason he could do that is because he kept his faith and trust in God. And he knew that what God showed him, that it was going to manifest in his life. See, he had received that dream and he knew that God was faithful to keep his word. So no matter what happened in his life, he believed that he was going to walk and live out that dream. It could not be shaken out of him. So it's examples in the Bible like this, that, hey, that when you believe, when God has shown you something, or you prayed according to the word and you take hold of it, that don't let it go. No matter what happens, keep holding on to it, keep believing, praise God in advance, and you shall see that it's manifesting in your life, because God said, get ready for what you pray for. Glory to his name. Well, with that being said, hey, that's the word that God gave me for this video. So as always, until the next one, I just want to say, God bless.